All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the toss, here's Foreman. This down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big-time ramble there by Foreman. Give him 55 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Foles, flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Second down, Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Under.
Now this time, pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Great.
Foles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Caught by Nelson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Second and 9 now from the 21. On second down, here's Rosen. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Lets it go for Nelson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Foles. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Rosen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Foreman, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The 1st down carry here for... And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, baby. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, someone.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
One.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trying to shake off the interception for the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Nelson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Rosen. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Rosen to throw again. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 41 to Mike. 41 to Mike. Check 41. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
On first down, it's Rosen. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Now Jones. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Rosen on 1st down. Got an open man. It's a new one. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit!
Rosen just getting the snap off and 1. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On play action, Rosen. Oh, fighting off the defender. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, here's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it with Johnson, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Cardinals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Flat. Be alert.
Foles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Under.
Here's Foles. A deep ball for Ellington. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Shrugs him off. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
Now it's Rosen. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Zebra.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Great.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
He'll look to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
Miller with first down and more. And it's caught. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with Foreman. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Hey, sound one.
They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it fourth down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's just yardage here. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year.
Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver. One.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Flat. Thick.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
One.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Go.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 3rd and 5. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
One.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they... Now Rosen looking to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Here's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Rosen to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season, with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Binds, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go.
Johnson running left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Rosen. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session If he's saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
Two
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Set. 319. 319.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good
Interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Here's Johnson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Going for it. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Purple 64. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Under, under, under.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Greg.
Now Foles. A deep ball for Ellington. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there in overtime. 54 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put them in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, but I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie, but I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long from Houston.
Bad. I'm out of here, man. Gang. I make a splash, okay? Fill up.